Hi everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifty Tiffany. I am making white chicken cheese enchiladas tonight, and I'm going to show you my version. So I have the oven at 425. I have a baking Pyrex pan, which is a 9 by 13, and I have a pot here. The pot has 3 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of flour. We are going to make a roux. So I'm going to turn that on. And once that melts and let it thicken up, then we're going to add the sour cream, 1 full container, which is 8 ounces, which is a cup. Then we're going to add a can of the diced green chilies. This is a very small can. It's a 4 ounce. I'm going to add that. So those 2 will go in this once it becomes a thick consistency. I also got this from the Dollar Tree. It is the pepper jack cheese. It is real pepper jack cheese. It is a 6 ounce. I like things a little spicy, so I may add that, but the recipe calls for Monterey Jack. So, and this is, I boiled 2 big chicken breasts. So I have this left over from last night. I made chicken fried rice, and I used 2 of the breasts. Here, I boiled them and then just shredded them. So that's 2 big breasts. And I have, this is the butter that you use for the 3 tablespoons of butter. And then this is the 8 flour tortillas. And this is from the Dollar Tree. It's the El Paso. And I have a 1 cup here. So to start, I'm going to make the cream. And then also I'm going to spray this pan with the olive oil. And I'm going to start with I can't do it on hand. I'll show you after because I have one hand filming this. I'm going to take these tortillas and I'm going to put shredded chicken and shredded cheese inside each tortilla and roll it up. I'll show you in 1 second. Okay, and I forgot to mention, totally forgot about the liquid that's going to go in there. So this is what it's going to look like. It's making a roux. You got to cook the flour taste out of it, but you also have to make some broth. So I got this broth seasoning cubes from, oh goodness, these instant seasoning cubes from Dollar Tree. So I take 2 of those because you need to make 2 cups of broth. And so I have the broth going in there, heating up the water with the 2 cubes. So heat up 2 cups of water with 2 cubes. And then that's going to go in here along with the sour cream and along with the chilies. And I'll show you that next. Okay, so you start with this is your tortilla. And this is the chicken. So you just grab some chicken. You don't want to put too much unless you want big enchiladas. So that's a good enough. Then you take the cheese, the Monterey Jack cheese. Grab you a good amount to put on your enchilada. So that's covered. You fold in the 2 ends. I'll show you. Fold in the 2 ends. Wrap that. Tuck it a little bit, like pull it and tuck it. And then roll like so. And then, walk over here, Kai. Then, Kaya's the camera woman. And then you put it here, and you're gonna roll. Actually, I could go a little tighter. Oh, actually, made my first mistake. You gotta spray. Make sure you spray really good. Then you put that there, and then I'm gonna put each one like that. I will come back when I have that done. Okay, so I have the chicken broth that hasn't all the way dissolved yet, but it will in the heat here. So I'm gonna add it to the roux that I have here. So the 2 cups, and then I'll add those. That will melt in there, so we'll be good. And then mix that until it gets pretty thick, and then I'm gonna add the sour cream and the whole can of chilies. Actually, you know what? No, I'll do that in just a second. Okay, so I already messed up and told you wrong. I totally forgot. These aren't burritos. I'm making enchiladas. So you do not tuck in the 2 sides. You just roll it. So the sides are open so the sauce can go up inside of the enchilada. So you just make a roll. That's all. You don't tuck in the sides. All right, so I have those all lined up. Again, do not tuck it. Just roll them up regular, just like a roll. So you get 8 of them on here. Then this is boiling. This is the chicken broth, the flour, and the butter. So the roux and the chicken broth. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add the green chilies so it can cook in with the roux and the chicken broth to give it some flavor. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the cream, not the cream, the sour cream. Go ahead and put that in there and see if I got this. Yeah, it's gonna fall out. So add the whole thing and then mix it up. Okay, so now you're just mixing it really well, and then you're gonna pour this mixture on top of the enchiladas, and then add the shredded cheese. That is the pepper jack shredded cheese. That is that one, the pepper jack, and then I'm also gonna add the rest of the Monterey Jack cheese. Trying to get this to, it's not gonna not be blurry. There you go. So the Monterey Jack and the pepper jack, I'm gonna add that to that mixture. All right, so now I'm gonna pour this on top of this because it's still gotta cook in the oven. Make sure that all gets down in all the creases. That's why you want to have your wraps open, the tortillas open, so it can get all down in it. Looks so good. Okay, so that's what they look like. Then I'm going to add some of the pepper jack cheese on top and some of the Monterey Jack. Just spread it all over them. Because remember, it does have cheese in the inside of the tortilla as well. So you don't want to put too much. This makes it nice and golden brown on the top, which makes it so good. Oh, that might have been a pepper right there. I don't know what that was. Yeah, that's a piece of pepper. And then you're going to add cilantro leaves right there on top once it finishes cooking. So that's the pepper jack. Now I'm going to add some of this Monterey Jack. This one's gonna be so good. The kids are so happy. I haven't cooked it in a long time. This used to be one of their favorite dishes. I think Kaya's gonna take some to lunch tomorrow. All right, so I'm gonna put this in the oven on 425, and I'll show you when we get back. And it's just gonna cook because everything is already cooked. It takes about 20 minutes or so just for it to get golden brown and to cook really well. I just pulled it out of the oven. It is bubbly, it is brown, it's a nice golden brown. And then you take your cilantro. Look at that sizzle, y'all. Your cilantro leaves, you can get from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to, I love some cilantro. Just sprinkle that on top. Look how amazing that is. And I'm gonna plate one up for you. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see. I gotta get it over to the pan. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this with one hand, y'all. Nope, no, I don't wanna mess it up. Hold on one second. Okay, so that's it plated up. That is white chicken enchiladas. If everyone could please like, subscribe, and comment. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It is so good. Definitely give it a try. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.